In the 7 years she was with Fox, she earned a sum of $3 million. Because of her father's poor investments, she never received her money. Shirley Temple was a marketing machine. Little girls across America clamored to have a little piece of Shirley. Shirley Temple led the market in fanfinalia with her Shirley Temple dolls, which totaled $45 million in sales. Shirley Temple dolls are still prized today by collectors of all ages.
I love Shirley Temple. I love her. I love her amazing singing voice. She even signed this photo for me.
Shirley was a studio darling. She was a favorite on radio shows, and the movies just kept coming. Her next hit was the movie classic Heidi.
If you stop me, I'll run away again. I can't stay here. There aren't any pine trees or any mountains, and the grandfather doesn't know where I am. You've got to let me go.
Stop this nonsense. I'm not going home until I send you. Now you march upstairs.
Have you seen my new shoes? They are made out of wood. Such nice little shoes. Don't you think they look good?
Next, Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm.
You get stage fright.
No, I'm a trooper.
Have you got adenoids?
No, but I'll get some if you want them.
I mean, I'm taking you to your Aunt Miranda's at Sunnybrook Farm. You're living with her from now on.
But Uncle Harry, I want to stay here and be a success like my mother wanted me to be.
Well, I've done all I can for you. I taught you all I know.
Yes, I guess it just wasn't enough.
I think you're wonderful.
You mean the program was all right?
Who cares about the program? Miss Winstead, I love you.
And I love you too, Tony.
I don't know how I ever got along before I met you.
Tony, when I grow up, will you marry me?
And finally, The Little Princess.
Hell starts a whacking and when down he dropped. Someone said he wasn't mine to go. A 1-7 kid, all the neighbors cry. Ooh, you're in the meat still. If you bust the street still, long, more of the head to the die. But not to be the only kid around.
1939, she was dropped by Fox. This was because Shirley had started to grow up. In 1940, Fox did one more film with Shirley. This film was their first flop called Bluebird in Technicolor. By 1941, she is done with the film industry. The film had lack of popularity due to Shirley playing a role too much like her others in their age. Shirley had grown up right before our audience's eyes. She was now a stunning young lady. In 1945, she married John Agar. They met when Shirley was on the set for one of her later films. The two married when she was 17. 3 years later, they had a daughter named Susan. A year after the birth of their daughter, they divorced.
While married to Agar, Shirley made the movie The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer.
Ready, Poop? Let's scoot.
Wait.
Wait. Hey, you remind me of a man.
What man?
The man with the power.
What power?
The power of hoodoo.
Hoodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of a man.
What man?
The man with the power.
Good morning.
Power of Greetings, greetings.
Are you out of your mind?
What?
What are you trying to do?
During their marriage, John took a sudden interest in film, which resulted in the couple doing 2 small films together called Fort Apache and Winter in Baltimore.
I don't think our marriage is going to work anymore. What? I want a divorce.
No, we can make it work. I promise I'll change.
Goodbye.
In 1950, Shirley took her first vacation to Hawaii. While she was there, she met her second husband, Charles Black. They had 2 children together. Take Charles Black to be your lawfully wedded husband. Do you, Charles Black, take Shirley Temple to be your lawfully wedded wife? I do. You may kiss the bride. In 1952, Shirley almost died in childbirth with her first son named Charles. As a mother, Shirley thought it was important to create quality children's shows, and she did.
Tonight we're going to visit the fantastic world of a child's imagination. I'm sure all of you will recognize these experiences knit from children's daydreams.
hadn't fallen in love.
Love? Oh, ridiculous.
Oh, the butterflies are flying and the winter days are dying and the buttercups are trying to be seen.
I thought at the time, but I didn't like to say anything, that one of us was eating too much and I knew it wasn't me.
Violets are bluing in the green.
Spiders or mice or anything. Come on.
Later that year, her brother George was diagnosed with MS. That sparked her first interest in humanitarian and politics. 2 years later, her third child, Lori, was born.
Hey George, what's going on?
Shirley, I have some bad news. I have multiple sclerosis.
Really? What can they do for it?
Yes, Shirley, it's pretty bad. I don't think there's a cure.
I'm so sorry, George. Goodbye.
Okay, love you too. Bye. Later, Shirley joined the International Board of Multiple Sclerosis. From 1964 to 1966, Shirley was a member of the San Francisco Board of Films. In 1966, she left the board. A year later, she ran for Congress but lost to the Democratic Party.
Thank you everyone for voting, and I congratulate my opponent for winning.
In 1968, Shirley went to Prague for the International Federation of Multiple Sclerosis. While there, the Russians invaded and Shirley was trapped in Prague.
We need to discuss Prague's economic issues. You're right on that. Do you have any ideas?
Not at the moment.
Is there anything else we need to cover? I don't think so. Alright. Oh no, we're gonna be stuck here for a few weeks.
In 1969, President Nixon appointed her to be delegate to the United Nations. In 1972, Shirley was made Special Assistant to the President's Council on the Environment. That same year, Shirley was diagnosed with breast cancer and had a mastectomy.
Shirley, I'm sorry to say that you have breast cancer.
What can I do now?
There's not much that you can do. You're gonna have to go through surgery. It's okay. Hang in there.
In 1974, she was made ambassador to Ghana. 2 years later, she was made chief of protocol. In 1988, she wrote the first half of her autobiography, Child Star.
Shirley Temple, will you sign my book? Oh my god, I love you. Oh, thank you.
What's your name?
Braden Bongers?
Two Braden Bongers.
Oh my god, thank you.
Looking good in those glasses.
Oh, thanks. Oh my god, thank you.
Shirley Temple, oh my goodness, I'm your biggest fan. Will you sign my book, please? Of course. What's your name? It's Sarah. To Sarah. You can be a child star too. Thank you so much. Thank you.
In 1989, she was appointed to her last political job, ambassador to Czechoslovakia. She is now retired and living in Woodside, California.
Wherever she goes, Black is recognized and fawned over, not to mention pinched, hugged, and, to her dismay, kissed.
Sadly, in 2005, her husband Charles died.
Oh, Charles, what will I do without you? No. I miss you. She was like an apple pie and just a normal little girl. None of us could ever get over the little thing that could remember 10 pages of dialogue. She was lovely, but as she grew up, she lost something. I don't know what it was.
Shirley's long and prosperous career make her still a favorite of audiences. Her innocence and charm will draw new viewers for years to come.
Oh, I eat watermelon and I have 4 years. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. I like watermelon, but it wets my ears. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. Baby grass tastes good to a moo cow's mouth. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all day. But I like chicken 'cause I'm from the south. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Fare thee well,
Farewell,
fare thee well,
farewell.
Mr. Gloom, be on your way. If you think you're gonna worry, you can stop it in a hurry. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the day. Oh, the woodpecker pecks till he gets his fill. Sing Polly Wolly Doodle all the